Thank you. I'm glad I could make it here. It's been a long week, a long night. So I'll be brief. I know I'm the final speaker and everybody's already heading to the exits. Thank you very much. Wonders for my confidence. I appreciate it. Shmuley, I want to thank you first of all for being such a faithful friend. Those of you who know Shmuley know there is no one who is a better friend than Shmuley. Thank you for being smart enough to marry Debbie and for being lucky enough to get her to stay with you, which I don't know how you figured out how to do. I would appreciate it if you would be a little less camera shy and not such a shrinking violet. You know, occasionally you got to go out there, you got to stand in the arena. Don't run away from the limelight. But I just want to thank you, Shmuley, for your passion. There is no person, I'm not going to say in New York or in America, in the universe, who is more passionate than Shmuley Boteach. And thankfully, part of that passion is directed towards the Jewish people and the Jewish state. So thank you, Shmuley, for everything you do. I want to thank Secretary Mnuchin for his tremendous friendship and support for Israel. You know, a lot of people see that on the big things that are happening within the administration, and there are many of those, but we see it every day, and we thank you. And now that you're done with the tax cuts, and now that you got the tariffs and everything out of the way, now we can actually start and strengthen the U.S.-Israel economic relationship and bring it to unprecedented heights. I think it is fair to say that in 14 months of the Trump administration, that there has been no previous administration has shown Israel greater support. No previous administration has shown Israel greater support. You see that in the historic decision of Jerusalem, which truly will echo across the ages, as the Prime Minister told the President this week. You see it in the stance at the UN, where Nikki Haley, Ambassador Haley, is fighting the good fight and standing up for truth and for Israel. And you see it on Iran, on the President's position on Iran, which is the greatest danger facing Israel, and why getting that policy right is so important. And I see it as Israel's ambassador in ways that other people don't see it. What you see is what's out there in the public. The Prime Minister gets to see things that sometimes only a President and a Prime Minister can see. Occasionally they let an ambassador in the room. But I cannot tell you how deeply appreciative we are of the friendship of the administration towards Israel. I understand that Elisha Wiesel, where is Elisha? Is he here? Yes. Spoke earlier today. His father was a truly great man, and I don't say that word lightly. And I feel very privileged to have met him a number of times. And I just want to thank you for carrying on his legacy. And it's a legacy of clarity and courage. I don't know if you showed the video earlier tonight, but it's very rare where I see the Prime Minister, who's a pretty tough guy, genuinely moved. But he was genuinely moved with the award that you gave him in your father's name to his brother, Yoni. Yoni died fighting evil, and your father lived fighting evil. And I think they were connected in a deep way, and I was very honored to be there when you presented the award to the Prime Minister today. And I think it's fitting that I understand that Taylor Force's parents, Stuart and Rabbi, also accepted an award. And I think that's very, very, very fitting, because Yoni's death precipitated a renewed effort to fight against terrorism. Yoni Netanyahu's death led to actually the Prime Minister's entry into public life and his constant battle of fighting against terrorism. And I believe that Taylor's death has led to a renewed effort to fight terrorism, and he did not die in vain. And I'm so honored that you're here with us tonight. Finally, Caitlyn, I want to say something to you, and I want to return to the idea of courage. Aristotle said that there are many virtues, but courage is the virtue that makes all the other ones possible. Now, you are a person of many, many virtues. You cannot be the greatest athlete in the world without being a person of many virtues. You have to have dedication, you have to have determination, you have to have resolve. I do not know if to win an Olympic gold medal you have to have courage. I don't know if that's true. Maybe some do, maybe some don't. Maybe in boxing you do, I don't know. It's scary.
Yes,
you have to overcome fear, but there's a different type of courage. And I think what you have done tonight is you have shown that you are a person of remarkable courage in standing up to all the haters and all the people that tried to convince you not to be here tonight. You stood up, and you stood up for the truth, and you stood up for Israel, and I am deeply, deeply grateful that you have chosen to do that. I actually believe that so-called progressives would attack you is a travesty. It's a travesty. Because Israel, as you said, is the only force for progressive values in the Middle East. The only place where women are equal. The only place where minorities are free. The only place where the LGBT community does not live in fear. And all those who value equality, who value freedom, who value basic decency, should be standing with Israel. And I thank you for being here tonight. And as ambassador of the State of Israel, I am truly proud to stand next to you tonight. Thank you very much.